Hi, teacher Emily here with VIPKID. I got hired in September of 2017 and I got hired right after Mock 1 and I did not have to do a Mock 2. So I thought I would put together a video on what I did during my Mock 1 class to see if I can help any of you. My email, my referral link are down below, and please don't hesitate to ask any questions. I will do my best to answer and to help you along the process. So my mock was over letter X and my country, my culture. So this is what I did. So for the introduction slide, this is what I would do. Hello, my name is teacher Emily. What is your name? My name is Josh. Hi, Josh. Josh, how are you? I am happy. Very good. I'm happy too. Today we will learn about letter X, and I would underline letter X. It is very important to introduce what you will be teaching. The next slide is the reward slide. For my mock, I used medals for both letter X and my country, and that was totally fine. And I suggest coming up with something. There are so many things that you can do. So for this slide, this is how I went about it. Josh, when you do a good job and listen and speak English, you get a medal. Yay, a medal. So for the warm-up, I suggest try not to take too much time on it because it is just a warm-up. So this is what I did. Josh, what do you see? They might say tomato. They might say, I see a tomato. They might not say anything at all. If they don't say anything at all, you can spoon feed them. I see a tomato. And then have them repeat. You can also, can you circle the tomato? And see if they can circle. You can also demonstrate that. So then just go through all the pictures. What do you see? And then just have them talk in complete sentences, and you can have them circle some pictures, or you don't have to have them circle. Okay, the review slide. The first one for the fish and the buckets. So this is what I did. I underlined big L. Josh, big L, underline small l. Small l. Can you draw a line? And if they draw a line, great. If not, you can model it for them. Then you can ask them, what sound does L make? Oh, good job. L makes the sound oh. L makes the sound oh. Very good job. And then just go through K, S, and R, make them talk in complete sentences, and then give them a reward at the end of the slide. I give rewards after every slide. Okay, so the next review slide is the K and the E. So this is what I did. Josh, what letter is this? K, good job. What sound does K make? K, k, k. Very good. What is this? E, good. What sound does E make? Good job. I circled elevator. Elevator, elevator. Good. Does elevator start with k, k, or eh? Let's draw a line. And I demonstrated how to draw the line the first time. And then I made them talk in a complete sentence. Elevator starts with eh. Elevator starts with eh. Very good. Egg. Egg. Does egg start with k, k, or eh? Can you draw a line? And then they drew the line. Egg starts with E. Egg starts with E. And then I went through the rest of the pictures. If your interviewer just draws lines from the K and the E and doesn't say anything, make sure you go back and have them talk in complete sentences. Okay, so for X, this is what I did. Josh, this is letter X. 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 I circled big X. Big X. Big X. Good. Small x, circle small x, small x, small x. Good job. X makes the sound x, 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 which is like a K and an S together. And then I had them say, X makes the sound x, X makes the sound x. Good job, you get a medal. And like I said, I reward after every slide. I'm just not really doing that right now. Okay, so for the fox, I first introduced the word fox. So, fox, fox. Good. Josh, what do you see? Fox. Good. I see a fox. I see a fox. Good job. And then give them a reward. Did the same thing with ox. I introduced the word and then asked, what do you see? And make them talk in complete sentences. Activity time. I just went, activity time. And then I moved on. Okay, for X. So what I did was I asked, Josh, what sound does A make? Ah, good. What sound does X make? X. Good job. X. 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 Good. T. X. T. X. Tax. Tax. Wow. And I see if they could do it on their own. If they couldn't do it on their own, then you can just go ahead and have them repeat for facts and for max. Okay, so for the memory game, there's always a lot of questions on the memory game, and for my advice would be try not to make it so complicated. Some teachers suggest doing numbering the cards 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have been told that sometimes the students don't know numbers at this level, and adding more things is just too complicated. So originally what I wanted to do was say, what do you see? I see letter X and I see a fox. I see an ox. However, I was running short on time, so I just did a chant. I did X, fox, ox while I was underlining, and then I had this fox, ox, good. X, fox, ox. X, fox, ox. Good job. And then I went to the next slide and I said, what did you see? And I did the motions and then they were able to repeat. Now I did not do the bottom pictures. I just moved on because I was running short on time. Okay, so for X, this is how I went about it. I underlined and I went X, X, good. X while underlining. X. 6. 6. Good. Then I did the same thing with the rest of the letters. X. Underline. X. Rix. Rix. Good job. So I did not have time to hold up 2 letters and ask if it was an R or an S. So this is how I would have gone and done it. 6. Does 6 start with S or 6. S. Good. Can you draw an S? And if they could draw it, great. If not, you can model it. Kind of the similar thing that we did with the K and the E. So for the last slide is the goodbye slide, and what I suggest is to recap how many awards they got and formally say goodbye to the student. So then after that is done, the interviewer will stop you if they haven't stopped you before, and they will tell you if you did good or things you can improve on. And what I suggest is have some sticky notes handy so you can just write a couple things down so you can improve on the my country, my culture, because they are looking for quick adaptability. So the next thing is you're going to start the my country, my culture. So what I would do is I would do the same intro. Hi, my name is Teacher Emily. What is your name? How are you? And then introduce the lesson. I would not spend too much time on the introduction. I know some teachers ask a lot of questions like, how old are you? And things like that. But because the mocks are kind of slow, I suggest trying to get through as much material as you can. So then after you introduce the lesson, it goes on to slide, and you'll notice that there is no reward slide, but it is still you're still supposed to give rewards. So, and like I said, I still used medals for my upper level student. Okay, so for the first slide, this is what I did. Country, country, good. What is a country? Can you read? And then I put a bracket over what I wanted them to read. China is my country. It is the land where I was born. Very good reading. A country is a place where people speak the same language and where they live. And then I moved on to the next slide. So I introduced the words flag, flag, cloth, cloth, represent, represent. If they have trouble with represent, you can break up the word. You can draw represent with just lines in between them with the syllables. Or a suggestion that I got during my mock class was to type it out in the chat box. That was one of the key things that the mentor interviewer told me that would be awesome to do. So that's a tip for you. So then after I read all the red words and I asked him, whose flag is this? And I circled the Chinese flag. And they might not know, they might start reading, or they might just say China. Like, yes, very good. Can you read? And then this is the flag of my country. Very good. What does the Chinese flag look like? It is red with yellow stars. Wow! I suggest asking expansion questions on a lot of these slides because that's what upper level students need is more than just the basic PowerPoints. They need conversation. They need to be able to recall things that they've already learned. So then after I asked that, I said, what is a flag? And then I prompted them to read the bottom sentence. A flag is a piece of cloth that can represent a country. Wow! Cloth is material like your shirt. And that's how I demonstrated what cloth was. Also, if they have trouble reading the sentence or if they mess up on a word, what I did was I waited until they were done with the sentence. Then I underlined if they missed a word, and then I went back and taught them the right word. Okay, so moving on to the next slide, I circled the American flag. Whose flag is this? And then I kind of just prompted them to read, this is the American flag. That's right. What does the American flag look like? It is red, white, and blue. That's right. Good job. Josh, what does the American flag represent? And then I prompted them to read, it represents America. Very good. Represent means stands for. Just like the letter S stands for the sound S. S stands for S. And that's kind of how I explained what represent means. So then I give them a reward for their reading, and I didn't give them a reward after every single slide. It was more every like 2 slides. So for the symbol slide, this is what I did. I circled McDonald's. Josh, what does this represent? McDonald's. That's right. The M represents McDonald's. The M represents McDonald's. Very good job. Circle Chinese characters. What do these represent? The Chinese language. Very good. The Chinese characters represent Chinese language. I had them repeat that. Then I did Nike. So how I went about Nike was I asked if they knew what it was. And they can either say a brand or they might say Nike. Either way, this is how I went about it, is I had them say the check mark represents Nike and just had them repeat that. I think that was just the easiest way to go about it. Okay, for the next slide, which China is a country with many people, I just had them read that, and then I introduced the word capital, and I asked what the capital of China was, and I just prompted them to read. Then I asked them if they've been to Beijing before, so it just has some conversation. So then I defined the word capital. It's the main city where their government is. Pretty basic. So for the next slide is the landmark slide. There's quite a lot of things going on in this slide. So I suggest having the student read as much as possible. So I introduced the word landmark. Then I had them read what a landmark was. Then I asked if there were many or few landmarks in China, and I prompted them to read the first sentence. After that, I had them read the bottom sentence, and I said, good job. And I kind of went back through that last sentence. So I showed them a hammer to show them it was made by people. And for natural, I just went natural. So then I circled the Great Wall and I asked, what is this? The Great Wall. Very good. Was the Great Wall built by people or made natural? And then they figured it out, made by people. I did the same thing with the Yellow Mountains. Moving on to the sorting slide, this is what I did. Josh, can you sort and say what was made by people and what was natural? And so then if they just draw lines, you can make them go back and say a few sentences like, the Great Wall was made by people and the Yellow River is natural. And then I asked if they've been to any of the landmarks. So that's another good expansion question that's just not on the slide. Okay, so then for the C, I circled the C and I asked, what sound does C make? K, k. That's right. But when C is followed by an E, an I, or a Y, it makes the soft C sound. The soft C is S. S. I had them repeat that. And then I circled the E words and I said, Josh, can you read these words? Remember, CE sounds like S. And then they went through those words. I circled the I words and I circled the Y word. If they mess up on a word, just go back and correct them. Just have them repeat. So for the goodbye slide, same thing as before, count all the rewards, and then just have a formal goodbye with the student. So that is what I did for my Mock 1 class. And like I said, I got through with not having to do a Mock 2. However, I do have a video on what I would have done for a Mock 2. That link is also below with my referral code and my email. If you have any questions, please ask me. I will do my best to get back to you as soon as I can. And thanks for watching.